Hey, this is Lisa D. Adams, your seesaw and Maven, and welcome to another episode of In the Midst of It All. Grateful. Yes, I have got another powerful friend doing positive things from positive expressions with Tosha Dearborn. Come on, girl. Come on in, say hello, tell us about you, and then what are you grateful for?
Good evening. Good evening. My name is Tosha Dearborn. I am the founder of Positive Express. Positive Express is an organization about teen girls that cultivate the inner strength through mentoring, workshops, and awareness. I'm also, for myself, I am a peer recovery coach. I am a multitude of different healthcare lineage. What else do I do? I work for the juvenile as well, where I work hands on with them inside the incarceration jail as well as out. So once they leave there, I'm still following them for the rest of their life, and we're still together and be able to mentor and work with them and their parents. So something like a navigator in between the two. So I do all of those. I'm an HIV/AIDS advocate, domestic violence and sexual abuse advocate, where I reach women and young girls mostly through books that we write. I'm an international best-selling author. Um, where I actually just released my latest, which is Shade No More Pain, Released and Set Free. Also, it comes with a workbook where they can print it out or fill it in online, and it helps them to be able to heal, strive, and be able to know that they can love themselves. So that is a little bit about what I do and what I'm grateful for. Oh God,
Come
God
on,
has
girl.
been,
I read the story, Tasha. I read the story, and I was just like, Lord.
yes, yes, God has been so good to me. Just just going back a little bit, just to tell a little bit about my story. I was a child that was sexually abused. I was in domestic violence, teenage dating violence. I dealt with being a victim of gunshot victim. I dealt with mother daughter issues. I dealt with bullying. I dealt with my father passed from HIV and AIDS through a blood transfusion. So I've been through a multitude of things that has gotten me to where I am today. And just knowing that God has been holding my hand and walking through me the whole entire time has been a blessing. Yes, there have been some challenges, but I'm grateful for it all because He's showing me, even in the midst of this pandemic that we're in, that He's still guiding me. He's still taking me on a different path of knowing that the healing process and the things I went through was not for me. It was for somebody else. It was for somebody else to be able to help and go back and get who I used to be, to go back and be able to pull them up out of the darkness that they're walking in and being able to hide behind shame. I was 30 years old when I began to talk about the things that I've been through. And when I started talking, it was like my voice came back, and God has just been right there, knowing that my voice was not, it was not gone. It was just that I needed to go back and dig it up. I need to go back and rehash some things and let God just have it all and not hold on to those burdens and things that was trying to hold me back. And now that I'm here and we're in this pandemic, He's still showing me that, hey, I'm still here with you. I have been working on my job for 15 years. I just made 15 years at the hospital, Children's Hospital here, and I have been transitioning into where I'm actually going to be full time with the juvenile department at Harris County. And working with them, I'll be able to do even more of the ministry work that I'm doing in the community, being able to have more time with the girls and just help them in the things that they're going through, as well as I'm getting ready to launch some things that are coming out. I have a clothing line that'll be coming out. I just received my LLC for that and all of the things that go along with that. So I'm grateful for that, as well as the workbook that was released on Monday for the actual book that came out in October. So he's still doing some things, and I just keep hearing the words of my pastor subtly and suddenly, and it's being a suddenly moment because like I say, I'm walking in the things that he had already had for me. It's just that I had to start to open up my eyes and be that visionary to be able to see the things that were right there in front of me. I just had to grab a hold to them. So I'm grateful for it all. I'm grateful for the experiences, the people that I'm meeting, people that are just coming into my life to pour into me, not actually wanting anything from me. So it's just been a blessing to know that I have the right connections and the right support team, and just knowing that my work is not in vain, and God is
Amen.
there in the midst of it all, just being able to say, hey, I got you. I just want to see if you're going to say yes. I just wanted to hear your yes. So my yes has been an actual yes when it
Yeah.
has, when he showed me through all of this, because I could have holded on to those things that happened to me. But when he said it was time to heal and for me to break free, that was like my moment. And that me, there's been 10 years since that happened. And every day is a healing process. But in that healing process, I'm learning more about me. I'm learning to do self-evaluation, self-care, being able to take care of myself a little bit more versus me putting myself last when I used to do.
Mhm.
But now I'm doing a whole lot for me, and just knowing that when I'm doing those things, it's not just for me, it's helping somebody else to know that they can love themselves too. I've been taking many girls. I thought it was just girls, but it seems like the women are coming along this path with me. Just knowing that I get inboxes all the time, messages and emails saying, hey, what you just said or what you just posted, it helped me. And that lets me know, hey, I'm on the right track to doing the things that God is calling me to do. So I'm just grateful.
Amen. Girl, 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 girl.
I'm full. I'm full of the Lord. It's just been a yes, ma'am.
That
Yes,
is
ma'am.
so awesome. I see when you're doing your different events with the young ladies and the smiles, the hugs, and I read some of the feedback and whatnot. You're doing a phenomenal job and keep
Yes,
on keeping on. I didn't know about the workbook, but I did have the book from October. And
ma'am.
I read that one night just sitting on the couch. I was like, my Lord, my Lord,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
all I could say. But it it's so encouraging when we can look at our past, no matter how hurtful it was, but we're able to embrace it now. And
Yes,
the shame is gone. So now we can be transparent about it and
yes,
share
ma'am.
with others so that they can heal as well. And they too will have a in the midst of it all testimony of how
Amen.
they
Yes, ma'am.
overcame.
Yes, ma'am.
And then
And
they'll
just
be able to reach back and get someone
right.
else.
Right, exactly. Even in those stories that they're sharing in the books, because they're collaborative books,
Right.
and they have written their stories. Those are sometimes first time authors, first time ladies that are writing their stories that is actually getting it out on paper, being able to read it back to themselves and say, wow, I went through this, but look at me now. So it's
I
just been,
made it. I made it
yeah, I
through.
made it. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That
right.
that is phenomenal. That
Yes,
is phenomenal. Tasha, if they wanted to get in touch with you, if they want to get your books, how can they do so?
they can go to positiveexpress.org, and there are books on there, but the ones that are on there are actually funded to go back to the organization. So the Shade No More Pain and the Turbulence of Self-Esteem, those 3 volumes are on there. But then the other ones, they can go onto Amazon and just search my name and all of my books will come up.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed another episode of In the Midst of It All Grateful. I told you all I have some phenomenal friends and connections. And
Yes, ma'am.
we all have a story to tell. We're not ashamed of our stories. We're sharing our stories to empower others. And most of all, we want to give hope in such a dim time. We're
Yes,
living in a dim time, but I just, you know what? I see the sunshine at the end of the
yes,
tunnel. I see the
yes,
sunshine. I'm looking forward to the sunshine. I'm looking for the rejoicing and the testimonies of how we all came through. And
absolutely.
I'm not making light of those who didn't make it through. We're gonna celebrate their lives too. But
Yes,
the ones that we were able to see it on the opposite side, I'm just rejoicing. I'm
yes,
rejoicing
yes,
in
ma'am.
advance for that. So,
Yes.
if you want to be a guest on In the Midst of It All Grateful, the information of you right up at the top. get in touch with me and let's do it. Until then, God bless you. Lots of love. Smile at someone. Say something good to someone. Uplift someone. Now I'm going to tell you to hug them, but you can wave at them. You can
Yes.
wave at them this time. Okay, see you all later. Talk to you soon. Lots of love.
Thank you.